Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to take a look at another Tisas or Tisash for the grammar police out there. Who knows? Guarantee none of y'all are Turkish out there and you misrepresent all kinds of German and French and whatever words, but you want to get on my channel and, well, it's not Tisas, it's Tisas. Shut up. Anyway, we're coming at you with another Tisas pistol. I had mentioned in one of my other videos, you might as well get used to it. I got a lot of these pistols and I think very highly of them. And this is another one of them. This is the Tisas D10 1911 and 10 millimeter. And it comes in the standard Tisas box that they're offering now. It's got cleaning brushes. I know you probably don't want to see all that stuff. Foam, got your barrel bushing wrench, your chamber flag, extra magazine. And here is the pistol. So let's get this box out of the way. And there it is, man. It's got a very cool Roman numeral 10 on the side. I dig that touch, man. I think that's cool. A lot of the Tisas pistols I have, I like them because they are minimalist without all the billboards written all over the slide and the frame and all that other kind of stuff. But in this case, they threw a big old Roman numeral 10, these cool, I don't even know what those are on either side of it. I think that's awesome. And then, of course, you get the little Tisas chicken hawk bird, eagle, whatever, eagle claw, freaking bird there, which I don't know the history behind that, but it doesn't bother me at all. It's pretty cool, though. Other side, you just have the import and serial number. And down here it says ZIG 1911 D10 Turkey. So let's just go a brief overview of this pistol. As you can tell, it is a standard 1911. It comes with, I think these are 8-round magazines. And it comes with 2 of those. It's got the G10 grips. Before anybody says anything, I know somebody's going to come and say something anyway. This does not have MIM parts, okay? These are all forged and machined parts. The grip safety, the grip safety, the thumb safeties, the hammer, the sear, the barrel bushing, all the slide stop, slide release, all these little parts are all magazine release. All this are all forged internals and machined. They're all machined internals. They're not MIM, okay? This one comes with the adjustable target sights. Let's see how the sight picture looks. And these are perfect for shooting accurate groups. This is not like, these do not lend themselves poorly, but they're not, what do I want to say? They're not ideal for combat shooting. They will get the job done, but if you want quick, rapid shots, typically they would leave a lot of space in the back for you just to get the front sight grossly aligned to the target before you break the shot. These are more of a target style sight. Undercut, very deep undercut. That's excellently done on the trigger guard, front and rear serrations on the frame. Of course, extended beaver tail, grip safety, ambi, thumb safety. Front and rear cocking serrations. Trigger with the speed holes in it. It's got a standard mag release on this one. So let's do our customary little tests we do on some 1911s to check some of the internals to make sure they are operating properly and they're fit properly. And then we'll get a weight and a trigger pull weight, and then we'll take it out and shoot some more rounds out of it. I have no idea how many rounds this thing has in it. I've been shooting it for a while now. We moved out of state to Wyoming 9 months ago. This was the last gun I bought in the previous state I lived in before we moved. And it was the second gun I shot here on the property. We got a break in the snow during winter, and I went ahead and busted a couple magazines out of it. And it shoots great. So I don't have any, and then I've been shooting it since. I made a ton of shorts with this sucker. So here's finally the full review. As you can see, it's dirty. I haven't cleaned it. I just shot it yesterday or whatever. It's a fun gun to shoot. But yeah, so what we're going to do is you're going to pull the hammer back. Certain things you want to test if you're in a gun store and you don't have to take anything apart and you just want to test the fit and finish of the gun. So first thing I like to do, one of my very biggest pet peeves on a 1911 is a poorly fit thumb safety. If you can push down on this safety and it moves like with a click, it moves significantly down, that's a poorly fit safety. You should be able to, this one's very solid. I did put the Wilson Combat plunger tube spring in here. Those are fantastic, and it just really tightens it up. It was good before. It was very good before. However, I like them where they would take significant pressure to take on. Not so much put on, but take off. Not so much put on, but take off. And this one is there's no play, downward play in it. We also want to test, put it back on, and let's test pushing the grip safety. If it's fit properly, as long as the hammer doesn't follow, it's fit properly. Now let's take it off and let's put pressure on the grip safety. So you do not engage the grip safety. You just push the trigger in, and now you should feel some resistance. And see that pop right there? That's how much play there is. That is fit perfectly. Some of these guns, you'll have to go all the way in like this before it will disengage. That's bad. That means you have to have your grip perfect to fire. This one is about, I don't even know, 30% before it disengages. That's perfect in my opinion. That lends itself very well to being able to disengage it without having to grab a perfect grip. Also, you want to press on the hammer. Press forward on the hammer with all your strength. See my thumb turning red? If the hammer falls, that means you have poor hammer and sear engagement, and that needs to get looked at by a gunsmith, because that you can have ADs, you can have hammer follow, they call it, and it can be very bad for the gun. Also, you want to press down on the barrel hood. Press down the barrel hood. If there's any movement there, that means it's poorly fit. The link and barrel engage is poorly fit, and you don't want that either. That can affect accuracy. So you know what? Let's get a weight on this gun. Move some of this stuff and grab my scale. All right, still in ounces. Let's see what this bad boy weighs. Unloaded with a magazine. 40.80 ounces. So it's almost 2.5 pound gun. So it's heavy, but that's how full-size 1911s are, regardless of caliber. A lot of them are heavy. It helps control recoil. Not so much fun to carry around all day. All right, let's see if we can get a trigger pull on this gun. See if this stupid thing I bought actually works, because a lot of times it gives me fits. Let's see here. Oh, 4.74. I try to do 3, but man, sometimes this gauge just screws it up. So let's see if we can do another one. 5.18. I'll tell you what, we'll try one more, see if I can actually get this scale to cooperate for all 3. .30. So this darn thing kind of finicky on how, if you pull too far, it'll way overread. Excuse me. But so there's everything about the pistol that I like. It's been 100% reliable so far. No issues in reliability. It's pretty darn accurate. but it's not perfect. There are small things. Let me tell you what, Tisas's Cerakote jobs are fantastic. I have not found any blemishes in their finishes, in their machining. No quality control issues except one small one on this one. And it's something to look out for. And I'm going to show you in the future, I'm going to do a review of one of my Ed Browns, which was over $2,000 pistol that has the same small issue. It doesn't affect reliability. It just kind of points out to the details, and it's going to be hard to see on camera. But when you engage the safety, see if I can get it right there. You could see a little bit of gap. You see the hole right there? Now, some are worse than other 1911s. There's a tiny gap there. That is where the hole is machined in the frame to allow the safety to pass through. Either they machined it down a little bit too far, or maybe the safety tang doesn't go up enough, although the safety tang is fit very well because it's I mean, look at when I depress the safety. Look at the fit and finish on here. Now, it's not perfect. And again, guys, this is I think you can pick these up for around $650. I might even seen them for $589. I paid a little over $7, I think, when I bought it, because I bought it in a store. But this is fit pretty well, especially not for a custom fit gun. And this is all blended, no sharp parts. But if you look, let's see if we can see it when we put it on. Now that's the Cerakote on the other side of the thumb safety rubbing off in the frame. See, that's or grease or whatever. But it's very hard to see, but you could just barely see it right there. I think it's pretty good. You could see it. Now, when I show you that Ed Brown, which when I do a full review, I'll point it out, it's a little bit worse than that. So sometimes price does not reflect quality. Yeah, man. So another great offering from Tisas. Let's get this out to the range. We'll shoot 100 rounds. We'll do an accuracy test, and then we'll just close the video out and give you the final thoughts. But let's get out to the range and do some shooting. All right, so we are out on the range with the Tisas D10. We have 100 rounds of 10mm factory ammunition. I got the Arms Core 180 grain 10mm and some S&B 180 grain 10mm. So right now I have 5 rounds of each loaded up. This is the Arms Core, and this is the S&B. Got my trusty chrono right here next to me. We're gonna fire 5 rounds of each, and then I'll call out the speeds, and then we'll calculate it at the end. So we're gonna do the chrono test first with the 2 different loads we're shooting today and see what we get out of that. And then we'll do some, shooting, reliability for reliability purposes. And then I'll fire 3 rounds of each. I'll set those aside of each brand to see what she likes, get some accuracy testing, and then we'll call it a day. So let's get some velocity testing right now out of the chrono. Let me turn this sucker on. We want feet per second. Okay. And let's start it off. You know what? Let's start it off with the Arms Core. All right. See what we can do here. 11:05. That one was an error. 11:16. 11:16 says dupe. 11:35. So as far as 10mm goes, you can get that out of 40. This is why people complain about 10mm, most 10mm factory ammunition, man. It's just lacking. All right, now this is the S&B. Also 180 grains. 11:07. 11:12. 11:01. 1096 and 1092. Yeah, that's not 10mm power. With that, you should be pushing 1250, 1300. This is you get that out of 40, man. So yeah, let's see. Let me reload the mags. There's gonna be a lot of cuts in this video because I only have 2 mags. Let's reload the mags and let's just shoot it up, man. So we're going to start off with the Arms Core 10 millimeter today. I got two fully loaded 8-round magazines. We got our steel over there. We're just going to shoot it up and keep shooting it till we run out of ammo. So let's see how this goes. All right, guys, so as you can see, we have some paper out here. We got some USPSA targets out here. They already got some pasties on them. My kid was shooting them earlier. I'll tell you what, I was struggling to get this video done today. But we got the Tisas D10, 10 millimeter. We're going to do a build drill on this left-hand target, see how that goes. Don't have my timer. The battery's dead. It's just been one thing after another day. So I'm just going to start from low ready. I'm just going to fire 6 rounds. All right. How many we have left? Let's try a couple of headshots here. Still shooting great. What do we got? Oh, I didn't load this magazine up all the way. Fuck it. We'll just keep shooting. Okay, guys, so as you can see, I put some 2-inch shooting C's on the USPSA target. I got the 2 different types of ammo, the S&B and the Arms Core. Both are 180. I'm gonna shoot the Arms Core at the top and the S&B at the bottom. We'll walk back about 7 yards and we'll see what she can do. Okay, so the gun could shoot. It looks like this one's dead on. This one might need to come over just a click. So it looks like the S&B might be shooting a little left. That's no problem. I can adjust the sights, but yeah, so there it is with S&B. I think the S&B shot tighter, but the Arms Core right now, without switching the sights, shot more center. So you know what? Let's flip this camera around and go get the final thoughts. All right, folks, so final thoughts on the Tisas D10 and 10 millimeter. As you saw, it's pretty damn accurate. It had no reliability issues whatsoever. I can't, listen, I'm a big fan of Tisas, although I just noticed something, so this might be negative. Look at that right there. Can you see that on the rear sight? The pin's walking out. So that was 100 rounds we just fired here. I don't know how many it's had before. I never noticed it until just now that the pin is walking out of that rear sight a little bit. But that's nothing. Shoot, I'll knock that right back in. Tap it back in. Maybe stake it a little bit. It should be fine. But for the price these are going for, I've seen these online for like $589. I think I paid a little over $700. I said that earlier in the video. I bought this before. This was the last gun I purchased before we moved out here to Wyoming. In another state, I've purchased several in Wyoming since we've been here. But other than that, for $700, this is ridiculous how good this pistol is. For $589, it's a must-have. You've got to go out and buy this if you're looking for a 10mm 1911. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.